Like, the gang told me if I reviewed some video games, they'd give me 3 Scooby Snacks. So, like, it's time for Shaggy Reviews. Hit the music. Like A Link to the Past. I don't know, man. Even though it's not really all that scary, it's kinda scary. All those skeletons and monsters running around in dungeons, it makes my skin crawl. Like Zoinks. Like Ace Attorney, that's one of Velma's favorite games. As for me, like Maya's got the right idea after trials. Like Asura's Wrath, that guy reminds me of the Witch Doctor. Zoinks! I, for one, am not into the angry type. Banjo-Kazooie, like that game really makes me want to get jiggy with it. Like when I played Catherine, I want to know why I can't order food. That stray sheep sure is holding out on me. Like Cooking Mama, now there's a game I can get behind. Best kind of game there ever was. My only complaint is you can't eat the food. Crypt of the Necrodancer, like I never knew scary could be so groovy. Like Cuphead, now I know it's probably weird, but like, you ever wonder what kind of drink is in Cuphead's head? Like I sure do. Like Dead Rising is way too scary for me, but I make one concession, I love hanging out in the food court. Looks like I'm on the menu. Deus Ex, like that game's the bomb. Like Devil May Cry, I'm not crazy about demons, but boy do I love pizza. Like, is Dishonored a good stealth game? Well, in my experience, all the guys who wear masks get caught, so I don't think so. Like Earth Defense Force, that game is way too scary for me, dude. If there's one thing I'm afraid of, it's giant bugs taking over the Earth. Okay, that, and spiders, and cockroaches. In fact, just bugs in general. Anyway, I don't like that game, dude. Like I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Ringle, wrangle.
As I go riding merrily along. Like, I'll be real, Fallout New Vegas has some really interesting food options that I really want to check out. Like Iguana on a Stick, sounds pretty good. Nuka-Cola, I could go for a sip. But I gotta question some of the other options out there. All I know is I don't want to become a meal for a Deathclaw. Like Fallout 76, the 70s I know didn't look like this. Like Final Fantasy VII, all I want to know is, how does a chocobo taste? Like that God of War guy is real scary, but hey, he's got a great goatee. Nice work, Kratos. Like Gone Home, the greatest mystery is where the gameplay is. Like Hotel Dusk, I don't want to find the Dr. Jekyll with that Mr. Hyde. Like Kid Icarus Uprising's real cool. What I want to know is, you think Palutena will give me a buffet if I pray hard enough? I want to try that Skyworld cuisine. Like Killer 7 is just like when me and the gang go looking through a mansion. Like there are ghosts and monsters and lots of tight spots. Zoinks! Like Kingdom Hearts. You know, me and my pals solve mysteries for a living, but I still don't really know what the heck is going on. Like Kingdom Hearts is all about friendship and I'm all about friendship. Me and my pal Scoob have stuck together through thick and thin. Also through breakfast. Now, there's one thing that I actually do care about, and that's the sea salt ice cream. Like if it's that good, why haven't I ever had any? Like, come on, man. Send me some. I'm talking to you, Nomura. Like I could always go for a solid snack. Metroid Prime. Like, they say in space, no one can hear you, Zoinks. Anyway, these games, the whole Metroid series, is kind of interesting. It reminds me of all those different chase scenes where me and Scoob are running back and forth between 2 rooms, and the monster's chasing us, but then we run back and forth through another set of doors. You know, a lot of backtracking. That's what Metroid Prime's all about, and the rest of Metroid. Like, the game really hits it off on atmosphere, though, and I think it was a cool way to adapt to the 3rd dimension. Like the ability to scan everything would give Velma a field day. I'm sure she'd love one of those visors for our work. Like Zoinks, Monster Hunter World. Okay, so I don't like monsters, but I do like food. And last I heard, those Palicos cook up a mean meal. Like, I know Scoob doesn't really like cats, but he'll have to deal with it. I can't wait to sit down at the canteen. Like the Mortal Kombat franchise. If you ask me, my favorite one is Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Why? Because that's the only one that features the exclusive episode of Cooking with Scorpion. Yume Nikki. Like that game's real dreamy. Like Ninja Gaiden. I don't know what's scarier for Ryu Hayabusa. All those monsters, ninjas, and enemies he's gotta fight, or the fact that his games are being left behind as historical pieces despite being really, really good games, while other series keep coming back like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. Like, I understand, Platinum Games makes these really popular character action games, but like, can we get some real respect and love for the Ninja Gaiden series? Honestly, every one of these games I've ever seen looked absolutely wild, and I'm one who gets scared easy. But like, Zoinks! I don't care how hard they are, they're so cool and stylized. Like, more people need to play these Ninja Gaiden games, or, make them available on modern platforms so that people can go back and play what people now think is revolutionary gameplay. Like, chances are Ninja Gaiden did it a long time ago, and that thing you're praising now is just doing the same thing with a new skin. Like, alright, Nintendogs, I can appreciate it. As for me, well, I've got my own best buddy right here. Yeah, Scoob, I don't need a video game when I've got you. Like, no Kami, I tied a paintbrush to Scoob's tail after that one. Like Persona 4, that game was a lot like playing a video game about me and my pals. Like, my favorite parts were shopping at Juness and trying out that Chinese food. Like, the Phantom Thieves sound like a bunch of Scooby-Doo villains. I'm sure we'll get their masks off eventually. Now let me get some pancakes. Like Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. All the different Castlevanias sure are spooky. Every single one of them has monsters I never want to see. But I think it's kind of cool that they made it a whole tie-in to the old Dracula novel. Not that I'd ever want to read it. Way too scary. Like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm not very good at that game. Every time I open up a park, I just build endless concession stands. One after the other. Ice cream, cotton candy, popcorn, hot dogs, hamburgers, sodas. It's perfect. The ideal paradise. I would personally buy an annual pass, but for some reason all of my guests are unhappy. Like Shovel Knight. I can dig it. Like, they call it Silent Hill, but it's way too noisy. All those people are screaming. It's real creepy. And the worst part is, I can't find the cafeteria. Like Super Mario Brothers. I've eaten a lot of mushrooms in my day, among other things, and I've never grown nearly that big. Now, mind you, maybe it's some kind of weird special mushroom. If it is, I'd sure like to try it. Like, where are the chili dogs, man? I know he's holding out on me. Like Team Fortress 2. Now, I like the game as much as the next guy, but really, did they have to make it so obvious that the heavy's the best class? How do I know? No other classes come with a sandwich. Like, I've got a weird problem with those Toho games. On one hand, they're all supposed to be demons and weird monsters, but like, they're all cute girls. I don't know what to feel. Good games, though. Like The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. My favorite part is when you go fishing. My least favorite part is when you throw them back in. Like, I'm hungry, dude. Like, we love Katamari. Well, if you love Katamari, I love eating. Anyway, my favorite things to roll up are sushi rolls, baguettes, and other kinds of food. That game gives me a lot of creative freedom. Like, We've got a blonde kid. We've got a dog. We've got a girl with a sweater and short hair. And we've got a guy with facial hair. Now, I'm not saying Mother 3 is a ripoff, but I'm still trying to find Daphne. Like, I sure hope you enjoyed all that. Looks like it's finally time for my reward. Oh. Like Scooby-Doo, did you really just eat my Scooby Snacks?
Rory Rocky.
Like, man, now I'm gonna have to do the whole thing over again. Oh well. Like, thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Like, if you've got a game that you want to hear me review, go ahead and leave it in the comments section. This is Shaggy. I hope you had a groovy time.